We all make mistakes.
Yeah, the graffiti's all over this place. Well, welcome back to Dusted Gamers. We are going to get more detail-oriented on Magnificent Seven now, so if you haven't seen the movie, or, you know, like 4 or 5 other movies that directly rip off the original, then you might get spoiled. So, this movie hit all the beats I remember from the Samurai movie, and it's great how many ingredients go into these movies. Like, I kind of started paying attention to them, like, that specifically while I was watching the movie. Like, there's the guy that cowards out. Who's that? Ethan Hawke? Ethan Hawke's character?
Yeah.
There's always a guy that kind of cowards out and then comes back for redemption. Like, you know, doesn't want to kill or whatever his shtick is.
Yeah, I felt like, I mean...
You're totally going to die before we're done with this episode.
I really felt like that was kind of...
Well, see, the thing is that, like, that archetype of a character, like, that thing that happens, it's like the Gatling gun thing. Like, you know, like the moment where they roll out the Gatling gun. Like, that idea has been borrowed from so many other movies now. Like, oh my god, they got a bigger, badder weapon that we didn't think about. Like, that moment has been borrowed for 60 years now. So when it happens, it's not surprising. It's absolutely like... Well, I mean, it's a cool moment in this movie.
The problem with this movie, too, is the Gatling gun part was shown off in the trailers many times.
I didn't watch the trailers much, so I didn't get the trailer part of it. Then let's see, all the people who die in the movie, you know, like, they're all the same people that die in all the originals. Like, I knew from the moment it started Chris Pratt's character was gonna die. I was like, he's gonna fucking die. I knew the bear guy, the Vincent D'Onofrio's character, knew he was gonna die because he's the same. He's kind of the dumb, lovable guy archetype in the other movies. Like they killed the same fucking people.
My only problem with the movie was it never really felt. Nothing felt climactic.
Right.
Everything just kind of was like, oh, yeah.
Well, that's actually how Seventh Samurai felt also. And what it is when you have like kind of like the bonding moments and everything at the beginning of the movie, and you get everybody together, and when you get to the end of the movies, and I feel like it's exactly the same way in the other ones, except for, you know, like Three Amigos. You get to the end and it's just like a dirty, like, sad fight. Like, they're victorious, but you don't really feel victorious.
Well, the other thing I was saying,
like, it's just,
I was kind of meaning is
sad.
This movie felt
people died and they get through it.
Something about this movie felt disconnected the whole time too.
Well,
I never really felt anything for the characters. Like, the entire time watching it, I really did enjoy the movie, but I felt like I was watching a movie. There was no... I didn't ever felt emotionally invested in the movie.
Yeah, they kind of kept the backstories buried. Like, they didn't start anybody with a backstory. The only person you get like a backstory for is, I mean, you get trinkets of like their history and everything, but they're kind of kept as like stuff to entertain you later in the movie. Like, you learn about kind of, you know, why Denzel Washington's sort of there.
But then they even just kind of glossed over all of that. Like, the whole reason why the guy Ethan Hawke's guy character cowered out, they just kind of glazed over it real quick by one statement. And
he went through the war,
right?
And it's basically like a shell shock,
right?
Like a Civil War
PTSD.
version of shell shock. And then that's basically it for him. I mean, I guess that's a problem when you have like 7 characters. They're all really, really basic. Yeah, you're gonna get out of here. You're totally dead. But like you know, like, you sort of get like a small story about the bear guy. But you only really learn anything about the Mexican dude right when they introduce him. Like, you just know he's on the run for something. But that's just kind of how those movies have all worked. They didn't change anything to make them stronger characters. They're just supposed to be like you know who they are. Like, it's like the drunkard and the, whatever.
Right. It just really...
ragtag group of people who come together and save a village. And it's weird because it's such an epic movie that it's still not enough time to teach you everything about him.
And it was a long movie still, too.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how the style of movie is.
Right, no, I liked it.
Like, all these movies hit the same basic beats. There's, like the intro where they introduce the main guy, in this case, Denzel Washington's character. And he sort of does some, like, crazy badass thing with the goofy, wacky guy that catches it.
Right.
Like oversees it. Then there's the the gathering of the samurais or the cowboys, basically, where they ride around and get them. Oh, they all start with the villain introduction, basically, where like the villagers are like, "What the hell are we gonna do?" They always have that like at the beginning. And this one, man, they introduced the villain, and it was a really good villain in my opinion. Like, I was pleasantly surprised with how they handled the villain.
He kind of felt a little jokery with his mannerisms.
I don't know. I didn't get that from him at all. I appreciated it was a strong villain. It wasn't an actor that I'm like already like that guy's always the villain. You know what I mean? They made you hate him right away and made you kind of think that he could probably wipe this town out anytime he wants. Like the show of force at the beginning, and then like his total disregard for human life. Like they nailed it right at the beginning, so that when he disappears for the whole entire middle of the movie, he's still there. Like he's not like, he's still a problem.
Well, and the fact that whenever they mentioned who he was, like everybody knew who he was.
You knew who he was. You knew he's impressively villainous. You knew he was going to kill you just like these zombies. Yeah, this game's hard.
This is not a casual game.
It really isn't. And then, he disappears for, like, the whole middle of the movie. But his presence is still basically felt. Everybody's still scared of him. He's still a problem that's coming. You can feel the clock ticking down to, like, the days. They did the really smart thing where they sped up how the timetable gets sped up.
Yeah.
Where they're like, he's supposed to come back in 3 weeks, and Denzel Washington's like, nope, gonna be here in 7 days because I just sent that guy and he's gonna come back in this amount of time. That moment makes you kind of feel that the clock is ticking even faster.
Right.
Which is, I swear I've seen that in a bazillion movies at this point. And then,
shit. Now I'm on fire.
Yeah, you are toasted. I don't even know what you're supposed to do. You
I'm
know the zombies are
burn
just going
these
to keep
coffins.
coming, right?
No, I didn't think about that.
Like, no matter how long you wander around a circle, you're just going to get another zombie. Game's not easy.
It says to clear out the graveyard now.
Well, now you can probably kill them all. And then, the echoey zombie groans in this game are weird to me. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like they took the moans and then they fed them all through like the same echo chamber. They kind of like reverb in. What's some other beats they hit in the movie? Oh man, there's so many things. The whole time I was watching, I was like, I remember this from the other movies. Oh, the moment where they pull out the Gatling gun and they're like, "Your own men are in there." That's been used so many times, and you want to make sure that people know how villainous the villain is. He's killing his own people. He doesn't care.
Yeah, that was pretty. It's pretty rough.
Yeah, you knew it was. It's just one of those things they've done so many times in movies now.
Right, I get that, but it was still rough to watch.
Like, he doesn't care. He's gonna kill his own people. Oh God! Since we're on the spoiler part of the episodes now, I hated Chris Pratt's death scene. It was so dumb to me. The whole like dynamite thing.
Oh, I thought it was awesome.
I rolled my eyes so hard. I thought it was dumb. and it was so long. It was really drawn out. Like it was so many like minutes of him getting shot and driving towards him, and then getting shot some more, and then the cigarette and everything was so drawn out.
The one-eyed Jack thing was pretty great, though.
Yeah, I mean, you're going back to the cards thing, so you feel my eyes rolling on that too. They killed the bear guy about the same way they kill him all the other ones. It's just kind of like it's kind of shocking in the way that it just happens. Like the Indian comes out of nowhere and just fucks his ass up, and that's it. It's kind of how he dies in the other one. I mean, his type of character dies in the other ones that way.
That looks like it was edited.
And then the, I don't know. It's a good movie. Lots of deja vu for me. Oh my god. Oh, it's a bruiser. Oh, he knocked your ass down.
Olay.
Olay, motherfuckers. What's going on with the music right now? It's like drum and bass music. This is very classic Western music right now. So what was the point of clearing this graveyard? Just
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
the whistle. Oh, the selection menu. Ah, you figured out how to switch guns. I never figured that out in the 5 minutes I played earlier. Ah. Yeah, this game's supposed to have like limited ammo and stuff. All this stuff stresses me out. I just wanna kill the zombies and move on. Just give me ammo and let me kill the zombies.
Yeah, there's no shops, is what it said.
Oh yeah, but what I was saying in the last episode is, with the redhead, they've always had a character who's like a towns member who basically, when the coward runs away, they need somebody to fill in, and it's like, it's like the fourth amigo type thing. Like, you're the new amigo, like that kind of moment. That's always in the movie, man. That's just part of it. I really want to watch the original Magnificent Seven now and see how close it is to this one. Because it's funny because they're so straight out of Seven Samurai.
Right. I mean, the other one was like the exact same movie. Magnificent Seven.
The one thing they can't do though is like with the samurais, there's like an actual thing that makes them a samurai. Like, it's like being knighted. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you can't just be like, I'm a samurai now, I got a sword. So there's a character in Seven Samurai that wants to be a samurai, and he's sort of treated like an outcast of the group. They can't really pull that off with the Western because there's no official, cowboying. Like, you're a Magnificent Seven guy now.
I mean, I think they kind of hit that with the Mexican thing.
Man, that scene where he starts making fun of the Mexican right to his face with like the blatant stereotype, that was hard to watch. He's like amigo and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Well, especially because he's like actually Mexican, so.
I kind of giggled to myself a little bit about just Chris Pratt with not having raptors. I just thought it'd be like, we don't need an army, we got like raptors coming because the whole Jurassic World thing.
Right.
Oh, I got to talk about, before we end this, because we're close, the trailers at the beginning of this movie, man, made me worried that I was going to hate this movie. Because there's like a trailer for, they put a trailer for the Tom Hanks movie, the
Inferno.
Yeah, the Dante's Inferno with the Da Vinci Code sequel, whatever. And I was like, And then there was like the movie, that Wall movie coming, where it's like the dragons. Yeah. It has what's his name in it?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon pops up on the screen, and he just can't help but go like, what's going on?
That movie looks like it could be interesting.
I don't know. And then there's the other movie, the new King Arthur movie, with the guy from
Sons.
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy. And that also got me like, I was like, man,
But you know, last time we
What
rolled,
is going on?
last time we rolled our eyes at a movie that he did, we got Pacific Rim and we loved it.
Yeah, Pacific Rim was nice. Anyway,
Which is a movie we're going to touch on
we
at
are
a different time.
out of time for Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Anyway, so would you recommend anybody going to see this movie in a theater?
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially if you can get it in an IMAX.
I actually thought it looked kind of blurry for IMAX. Like it wasn't really sharp like a lot of the high def IMAX movies are. A lot of blurriness in it. It certainly didn't look as good as
I didn't notice it, and I'm usually pretty...
It didn't look as good as the Quentin Tarantino one, The Hateful Eight.
We didn't see that in IMAX. We saw it in 70mm.
Yeah, but still, it didn't look as good as Hateful Eight.
Yeah, but
the backgrounds look flatter and stuff.
Well, that's also the difference between not being in 70mm.
But yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's a good popcorn movie. I'm not sure I would go out of my way to go see it in a theater if I had...
Oh, I would.
If I had a lot of things to do in life, but if I had nothing better to do to go see a great movie, it's worth it.
And hey, everyone, check out AMC Stubs. Give them a shout out. You get $5 off movies on Thursdays.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but if you want to throw us some free movie tickets.
Oh yeah, and I'm the only person in the world that owns Undead Nightmare, but not the actual Red Dead Redemption, so you can buy me this game.